What's going on, everyone? I'm going to teach you how to beat Tarsus, the First Martyr, the easiest way. And with the Haros shell, all right? I only had this one. I did not have the tile, if that's how you say it, the one with more stamina. Didn't have it yet. So whether you have that one or the one I'm using, these are the tactics and tricks that I learned during this fight. So let's get to it. There's two phases on this fight. First phase is much easier than the second phase, and I'm going to show you how. So when he does this slide attack right up front, all you got to do is listen for it. You listen for the audio cue and then roll. You could even dodge it. It's really difficult to get hit by this move. You'd have to try by just standing there. It's pretty easy to avoid. So yeah, 2 to 3 times he will do that. Just dodge it and listen for that audio cue. Now that he's fighting, he does this 3-piece move, which I'm going to show you in slow motion. This move is so important. Whether you're going to parry or avoid it and use a jump attack, which is very vital in my opinion. It's one of the best moves you can use in the game. That move is what you're looking for. The 3-piece combo, when he swings at you 3 times. If you're close enough, you can parry it. If you're not close enough, I highly recommend dodging backwards. And then after he's done with the 3rd move, run and jump attack. That puts a lot of damage, and what you're going to want to do is put in a couple hits afterwards. Either you're going to get a hit and then he's going to slide backwards, or you're going to get multiple hits and he's going to disappear. So pretty much you're in the clear either way. Either you're going to get 1 hit or more hits and you're not going to be punished. So take advantage of those moments. And then if he does disappear, I figured out a little trick that if you look straight ahead at him, he will reappear in front of you. If you turn and face the other direction, that's where he's going to be. And it makes it harder to keep your eyes on him. I've been caught many times where I was looking a different direction, I was rolling away or something, and I lost him. So stay looking straight at him. He will disappear and then reappear right in front of you. That's just a good little trick that I was able to figure out, and it helps a lot. He also does this move where he throws his sword at you. This mostly happens when you create some distance between you. Just listen for the audio cue. If you happen to not have your eyes on him, if you lose him for whatever reason, just listen for that sword. You can hear it in the air, and when you hear that, just roll. It will not hit you. I don't think I've ever been hit by that sword when I've rolled away. And then what you're going to want to do in that split couple of seconds, do your best to lock onto him, because he's going to go for that sword and then do a spin attack at you. And if you're locked on, it's easier to roll away and towards him, because you could roll away. Don't get me wrong. If you don't have the lock on, no worries, just roll. But if you do have the lock on, you will roll towards him. And this allows you to get a couple hits once he's done doing that move. And I tell you guys, it's automatic. It's very difficult to get hit by this move as long as you roll. It's just so much easier. The hitboxes are in your favor and you will get it. Now let's go back to that combo I was talking about earlier. If you do parry this move, as soon as your, I forget what it's called, but the item that you have on your back that lets you know that it's time to parry, as soon as it brightens up and it glows, that's when you want to hit the parry. And that's if you have bars on your parry meter, which I don't in this clip. So if that's the case, you just have to time it when he attacks. It comes in handy so much. If you're missing any health, you can get your health back. It staggers him. You can get a lot of hits afterwards. Even if you don't have your meter set to parry and get your health back, by getting a parry, you will fill the meter 1 bar and it will be ready for your next one. And it will stagger him. So don't be afraid to parry. I know it can be tricky. I know it can feel like it's not consistent at times. I did feel that a little bit, but once you get it down, you get that timing down, it becomes much easier. All I can say is practice, but if you want to play it safe, definitely don't be afraid to just back up. When you see that he's about to do that combo, just dodge backwards, use your harden if you have to. If you feel like you're going to get hit, use it. Get further back by dodging, let him do his moves. Then you will run and jump attack, and then you'll be able to get a couple hits like I said before. And that's pretty much the first phase. It's easy once you get it down. The second phase, though, is where I had the most trouble, and it was a bit more trickier for me to figure out, because when I'm fighting these bosses, especially when I have the game early, I'm always thinking about what I can do, the tricks I can find in order to help you guys. What's the easiest way? And this dude was giving me problems. I felt like it was more erratic. I didn't know what to do. The timing was weird. I knew I had to use my shell a lot more. I had to harden a lot more, but just the whole rhythm of it was just throwing me off. So if you're feeling like that, man, I'm with you. I was feeling the same way. Be aware of your surroundings. This goes for the first phase as well. If you go too far outside of the fighting circle, you will freeze and get damage. So make sure you're aware of your surroundings, because there was a couple times I got caught in the second phase where I went too far and I ended up freezing and getting more damage than I should have. So be aware of that. When he does push his sword into the ground and all those spikes come up, unlock, run backwards, and just kind of look around. Make sure you're not running into the cloud of ice. Make sure that you have room. And even if you have to go left or right, just kind of be aware. That's my first tip for this phase. Another tip I have is another 3-piece combo. That's where he hits you 3 times, and it's very easy to dodge. Just get that timing down. The third hit is a little bit delayed, so you're gonna dodge, dodge, dodge. There's a delay on the third one. So pay attention to that. Get those down, because those are perfect opportunities for you to dodge and then get some damage into him afterwards. Another trick that I actually found late in my attempts, because I had a lot of attempts on this guy, but in my second to the last, I want to say, I figured out that when he's having some distance between us, right, I lunged at him with my heavy attack, and he goes backwards, right? I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. Like, I want to get this guy. And they prompt you to parry. But what I figured out it was, and this is way easier, if you don't want to rely on parry, it can be inconsistent, right? So he backs up and then he lunges forward. And that's when I would jump attack on him. Use my harden afterwards just in case, because sometimes he will attack right away. But yeah, I basically, tried to poke him. He backs up, I back up, then he lunges forward, and then there it closes the gap, and then I'm able to jump attack, harden, then get out of there. This really sped up the process, because I felt like the second phase took a really long time the way I was handling it before, because before I was just backing up, avoiding him. I wasn't really lunging or anything, and I would just dodge away. Then I figured out, I can play his game, right? I can bait him, let him do that second dodge forward, and then there I can make my move. So that definitely sped up the process. Again, you want to hit that 3-piece move, dodge it. I'm trying to think what else he does on here. I'm watching the footage as I'm talking to you guys. Oh, he does a double lunge attack. Okay, so he does one, he covers a lot of ground. You're gonna wanna back up, dodge back, do what you gotta do. Just put some separation. Don't run completely to the opposite side of the room, but dodge back enough. Then the second one, you're gonna start running away a little bit, just enough. And once he's done with his sword sticking out, because if you go too soon, it will hurt you. So wait till he pulls it back, keep running. This is all timing, you guys. You got to time it. Keep running, and then you can hit that jump attack. It's perfect. I'm telling you guys, it took me quite a few attempts to really diagnose this boss and really figure out some smart tactics. And I believe this was the easiest way to do it. Parrying, if you're afraid to do it, if you feel like it's inconsistent, if that timing is just too hard for you to get, you can definitely beat this boss without it. But I do recommend getting that parry down in the first phase, because you'll be able to get your health back if you need it. You can even save those parries for the second phase. And if you're a beast, you can hit them in the second phase. I did not do that for second phase. I used them in the first phase if I had to. If I lost some health by being sloppy or something, I would just get it back. But for the most part, I just took what I can get. If I was close enough to hit the parry, I took it. If I was a little bit too far, I avoided it, backed up, and waited for my opportunity to do the jump attack, which is basically running and attacking with heavy, okay? Just in case you're confused on that. That's a move I've been using like crazy in this game. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope this helped. If there's any other questions you guys have, leave them below. If you're enjoying this game, let me know. And of course, if you beat the boss thanks to this guide, definitely let me know that too. That means a lot to me. I love reading those comments. They're the best, in my opinion. But yeah, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Good luck, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.